Let's get right to it. Regardless of what space you work in, company job postings are going to tell you everything you need to know about the job you're interested in. Having a wide variety of skills is important. However, most companies will want you to have skills they want. The question then becomes, how do you know what those skills are? A great way to understand any space and to assess what skills you're going to need is to look at the job requirements of similar jobs within that career title. This can be easily accomplished by navigating to a job board and searching for the jobs you're interested in. All jobs are going to list their qualifications and required skills. When you start searching for a job, you'll want to apply to the opportunities that match your skill set and experience. If you're completely new to a specific career, you'll need to know exactly what companies are looking for and how to prepare. Let's talk about the machine learning career. The first theme you're going to see in this space is the education requirement. Almost all data science and machine learning jobs are going to list out a minimum level of education. It's often the first line in the job requirement. Most companies are going to set a floor as their minimum level of education for these roles. You can often ignore these education requirements if you have a bachelor's degree, unless of course a floor is set. Many researcher roles are going to say PhD required. Those aren't the roles most of us want anyhow. Notice the last part of the education requirements on our job posting? Or equivalent experience. I guarantee you if you have the skills and experience the company is looking for, you're going to get the job regardless of where you went to college and what you studied. The second theme you'll likely see is experience. At the top of the list, along with the education requirements, is the minimum amount of experience companies are requiring. Most companies aren't very flexible with this one. The third theme you'll likely see is the language requirements. In the applied space, two core machine learning languages are Python and R. Python has become the gold standard. However, if you're already well versed in R, then look for R-specific roles. If this is your first foray into machine learning, I'd highly recommend you start with Python. Currently, there are more jobs for machine learning engineers that know Python than there are for all the other languages combined. The next bullet point you'll see on most jobs is SQL. We've talked about this one at length. Companies have tons of relational data stores, and they want you to build models from the data. This takes solid SQL skills, and in many cases a familiarity with the top SQL vendors like SQL Server or MySQL. The next theme you'll likely see is cloud skills and cloud knowledge. Many companies are moving their on-premise environments to the cloud. Many companies are creating hybrid environments, meaning part of their IT needs are local and part of their needs are in the cloud. For example, I consult for a company right now that's 100% cloud-based. They have no on-prem presence at all. The big three cloud providers are AWS, Amazon's cloud, Azure, Microsoft's cloud, and GCP, which is Google's cloud. I suggest that you start with AWS and Azure. Our example has been in the machine learning space. However, you can use this trick with any role. For example, if you want to become a data engineer, head to Indeed.com and type in data engineer. Analyze at least 30 jobs. What do they have in common? What are the common themes? Those common themes are where you're going to want to put your main focus. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a great day. We'll see you soon.